Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking about the big energy shift of Uranus moving into Gemini. Uranus has been in Taurus and that shift has now happened. What is that energy shift bringing for you? Now, these for me are very, very special readings because just as Uranus shifted over, we had a very big event in our family. My mum passed over. I know some of you were aware that there were some things going on in my mum's life. Something of that had come through in our comments and in the conversations we've been having here. Thank you so many of you who commented about that and were really, really supportive. It was very much her time, very much Uranus energy, interestingly enough, because Uranus creates sometimes like a bolt out of the blue or a very big dramatic shift. It can be like a light bulb moment. It's got like a thunder spirit energy, I always think. Uranus comes to kind of awaken us. So we see changes happening, but they are changes that are happening because something has, kind of we've outgrown it. Perhaps the time is right for someone to move forwards or something to move on. Something new is heralded when Uranus arrives. It's a real awakening energy. So today is my kind of first reading for you guys since this big event in our family, and I will be kind of looking after myself. So if hopefully I will still be reading for you. I'm literally just going with the flow. It felt so right to be here. It really, really did, and I feel so much light in my room. It's really, really beautiful. So also later in the week, what I hope to be reading for you is a reading using my mum's cards. I have inherited her tarot cards, so watch this space because I'll be using them later in the week. And so very, very, very special readings with very special energy coming through for you all. So my beautiful souls, let me show you the cards that we have, and also three very, very special stones. Now we have 3 flint hearts, very relevant because her house that she lived in was called Flint House. It was like a little cottage. So Flint House, and these are 3 natural flint hearts. This is exactly how they formed, and I have found each of these as I've been walking in various different places, but just feels like absolutely the right energy. So pile 1, let's look at this. Pile 1, we have Victory of Mariam. This is your card, Victory of Mariam. So that's for pile 1. And this is the flint heart for pile 1. This is what it looks like. Completely natural, just as it formed. And then we have for pile 2, we have Sacred Union. This is for pile 2. And this is the natural flint heart. You see this? Let me turn it over so you can look at both sides. This is the heart, just as it was naturally formed for pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have Beyond Death, Life. Beautiful energy. This is for pile 3. Okay, and this is the natural flint heart, just as it was naturally formed. So beautiful. So these are the stones we are gifted by energy from our beautiful rock nation, and the 3 cards for the 3 readings. And we're asking about Uranus. What is coming for you? What is happening for you? What is this about? What's being awoken? What kind of enlightenment is arriving? What is Uranus heralding? What might be new that is coming into your world? What might be passing? But nevertheless, what is arriving? Let's find out. I'm going to leave the camera running for just a few moments longer, my beautiful souls. I always do this just to give you a little bit of extra time. As always, I'll be putting the cards that I'm using in the description box and in a comment, so you can find those with links if they're available. If they're for sale, there'll be links to them so you can access them really easily. And if you need even more time, then press the pause button and just take as long as you need. You know, whichever of the cards, the stones are calling to you, there will almost certainly be a message there for you. And my beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. This is a card of victory, victory of Marianne. This is quite stunning, actually, the energy of this card. It's kind of like an affirmation of success. Now, I'm not going to say any more just yet. It's very much about shifting perceptions and shifting perspectives, and almost like recognizing that even though you are mortal, actually you are divine. It's kind of like, it's like a major shift, so beautifully in alignment with the energy of Uranus. It almost feels for me as if you are shifting from a space of sort of mortal limitations to spiritual possibilities. But let us find out more. Let's get more cards. What is Uranus bringing for you? What is this big shift in the energy bringing? Do you know, I'm also seeing another card. It's just moved from the top of this pack. It's the one right on the top. I'm bringing that in as well. Maybe kindly ask for information for pile 1. What is Uranus bringing in for you? Let's draw some tarot cards as well. Oh, there is your first. Absolutely showing itself. I am seeing those two as well. And this. And this. Okay. Oh, bear with me. My apologies. I was interrupted by a knock on my door. How interesting. I wonder if something knocks on your door. Because this card, we haven't turned over any of your cards yet. We are just starting your reading, and yet, isn't that extraordinary how this card is so such a validation of victory or success being assured? I feel something might just knock on your door. I'm not quite sure what. Let's find out. Now you have information coming in. Look at this, we have Gemini. So you have the card of Gemini, you have the 5th house, the power of love, and then you have Mars energy as well. This is so very, very interesting. I wonder if we can get 3 cards like this in a row. I think we can do this. Let me just work out how are we going to lay your cards out. I want to be able to see everything here. I might pull. I think I'm going to just move the camera out a little tiny bit. Bear with me. Okay, I've moved my beautiful talking stick along a little bit so we can get these in. Isn't this information communication coming through? So we've got that energy of Gemini coming in. We have the power of love. Very interesting. This is a very creative energy, creative card. With the trust of a child, fun, romance, creativity. Do it dramatically. Knock on the door. Do it dramatically. Be creative. How interesting. Let's have a look. What kind of information is coming to you? Communications. What you want to be known. What is believed about. Interesting, actually. What is believed about? Maybe seeing things from more than one perspective. Perhaps something really does shift in your world. We have confront, force yourself, Mars, action, the drive to do something, confronting something. I wonder if there is a fear or something that you need to fully embrace. Is there something that has been holding you back? In a moment, I'm going to read you the poem, the Rumi poem from this card, because it is beautiful and amazing. Now you also have the Andean cross, you have arrow, and you have the owl. How interesting. I think something is to be shown to you. that changes your perspective. Something will come knocking on your door. I think it may literally be an opportunity. Something knocks on your door. Literally, that's saying, isn't it? Opportunity knocks. I think an opportunity is going to knock on your door, whether that is like symbolically, metaphorically, or literally someone marching up to your door and knocking on it. Something is to open that doorway for you, a possibility of that doorway. This card just wiggled. I just saw that card wiggle on its own. I love it when this happens. Okay, so, and look at this. You can then aim and fire. You will need to take action. And this is, your reading is saying don't hold back, because this card does say do not hold back. Don't limit yourself. Do not limit your horizons. This is success that is assured in something. Because we have the owl, I feel you are being shown, I think it's your own potential. I think you are being shown the truth of who you are. You are a divine being, a spiritual being, an amazing human being, but a spiritual being in a human body. I think you are to be shown your fullest potential, or a pathway to your fullest potential. You can aim and fire this beautiful circle inside the cross. Wow. Which kind of reminds me of a medicine wheel, really, you know, when we have the circle and, you know, the 4 directions coming in. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at these tarot cards first, and then we will, and maybe I will then read you what is in this poem. We have the King of Earth. We have the Counselor. We have the 10 of Earth. Ah, look at the way she removes the mask here. This is an opportunity for you to be seen and literally to step up and be who you are. We've got the 2 of Water. We have the masculine, feminine. And then we have the 5 of Earth here, which is an interesting card to have. Because the 5 of Earth in this particular pack can indicate sometimes someone who is either, you know, they've got all the bluff and all the bravado and all the sort of aren't I so amazing stuff. All that kind of stuff. And yet, there's something that's not seen or something that's hidden beneath the surface. Sometimes this can indicate someone who is deceiving you or not really kind of, you know, not really being completely honest. But I actually think in your reading today, this is about you stepping into your fullest potential, removing the masks that you believed you had to wear. The question is, what's the opening? How is it arriving? Is it love? Is someone coming into your world? We've got the 2 of Water. Is someone entering your world who enables you to be who you are, or sees you for who you are, or can really support you? We've got the King of Earth, somebody who could be a real rock for you. Either that, or you're stepping up into a position with the King of Earth. If this is if there's a job opportunity, if there's a financial opportunity, and that's what is knocking on your door, then I think you step up into a position of much greater leadership, of much greater abundance, of, you know, perhaps you've always had low paid jobs and now you're actually going to step up and you're going to seriously earn or start properly charging for your time. You know, there is nothing wrong with that. You know, I think, you know, the more we have, the more good we can do with it. So, you know, you know, money is not, somebody said to me not long ago, you know, money is the root of all evil. And of course, you know, in a way, it's not the money, it's what we ourselves as human beings do with it. You know, if you are a really altruistic person, then having a lot of money is going to be really great because you can do a ton of good stuff with it. If it's in the hands of somebody who is greedy or self-centered, you know, that's where it's not okay. I think for some of you as well, this might be about owning your ambitions. Like genuinely allowing yourself to dream big. I'm going to read to you from the book because it's really, really interesting, this card. So 41. Let me read the poem for you. 41, here we go. Blessing of Mary Ann. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsession? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be oh wow, this is powerful. Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive. Look at this, would you? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune. For love is the key that opens all your locks. Wow. I'm just going to read that last bit again. The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. I think something or someone is arriving to open a door for you. And I think it will be a real, practical, physical, actual, in the 3D world, someone or something. Whether that is someone offering you a job, or it is someone who is, your soul partner, could be your soul business partner. I feel like there is a soul connection actually coming into your world. Now, whether this is a soul business partner, a soul colleague, a soul best buddy, or a soul lover, a soul life partner, spouse, whatever this is, I think actually someone is coming in. I think that is the message here with the King of Earth sitting above the Two of Water. I think this person will be, you are balanced, that masculine, feminine. Look at this, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, with the counselor sitting above. I mean, this is guided, this is healing. You probably heal each other. Actually, this is not just, yes, it's someone coming in to be perfect for you in whatever way this is meant to be. It's like you hit the bullseye. And whatever this person is for you, I think you are equally the same for them. This is a moment of magic. I think perhaps one of you has very much had to hide behind a mask. Look at this beautiful little deer here. Hiding in the background. I think perhaps you've both had to protect yourselves on some level. Some element of your world has been underground or kept covered up, probably just for survival purposes for some of you, for others, you've had to develop a front. But I in a way that there is this is what you share in common, you see. I think both of you have not been able to really step into your fullest potential for all kinds of reasons. Maybe simply just that the timing wasn't right until now. But now the timing is right. This is someone coming into your world to activate this space of absolute enlightened possibility. What an amazing energy of Uranus, the Great Awakener, the lightning spirit coming in to activate, to turbocharge, to power up this space of possibility for you. With Gemini, I sort of, you will perhaps come from different worlds, you have your own unique experiences, but it's the coming together where you can see from more than one perspective. This is where you come together. It's amazing. This is what I'm seeing here. But you will need to take action. Look, the power of love. You will need to take action. When this opportunity knocks on your door, you will need to take action. You're going to have to grasp it. You're going to have to go for it. I'm going to draw. I have a second pack of tarot cards that I was sort of feeling like I would want to use. It's the Sufi pack. This is the Rumi Oracle, but the Sufi Tarot. I'm just going to actually draw one card for here. I feel like we have a space to fill, but maybe that's because you will each fill a space for one another. May I kindly ask for a card, please, to fill that little space there for my pile ones? May I kindly ask? Okay. We've got 2 coming through. Oh my goodness me, look at this. You have the 2 of Cups. This is the same card as the 2 of Water in, different packs. Look at that. Is that not just heavenly in terms of a confirmation? This connection is going to be a lifelong union. Whatever it is, business partner, colleague, lover, life partner. 3 of Staffs, look at this. Literally, you look ahead. This is a turning point. The 3s always indicate a turning point, but this is like a turning point where life opens up for you. I'll put this here because it's almost like this is its rightful place, but I'm going to place this in the middle. This is the most magical reading ever. It really is beautiful, pile 1. My heart is just soaring on your behalf, really, truly. Now, the 3 of Staffs is a card where we look ahead. We can see a future ahead. It's like it's a turning point where creativity, excitement, passion, the future is unfolding for you. This is the turning point where whatever maybe has left you feeling like you're slightly... or even, not even slightly, quite a lot, having to sort of, like you've had to stay in the background somehow. And this is, or even a desire that you've really wanted has been kept in the background. This is like, your world is lighting up in a really big way. This is an outstandingly magnificent reading. I am loving sitting in your energy. My beautiful pile 1, thank you so much for being here. It's an honour to read for you. This is your reading. I'm going to list all the cards I'm using in the description below and in the comments. Thank you so much, all of you who subscribe. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, please press the little bell icon as well as subscribing. That should mean that the readings come into your stream. Thank you for telling people about the channel and letting people know. If the reading is resonating, do please give it the thumbs up, and thank you for commenting. And beautiful souls, I will be later in the week at some point doing another set of readings. I'm not sure what they're going to be about yet. I'll just wait and see what comes through. But I am going to be later in the week using my mum's tarot pack. So an amazing energy to be sharing with you. Beautiful souls, many, many blessings to you all. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let me just make sure the camera is properly focused there for you. So let us find out what Uranus is bringing. Uranus in Gemini. It's interesting because you have the Sacred Union card as your significator, and this is a card that really does speak of relationship, of love, of connection. So let us see what else we have. I'm seeing, gosh, all planets coming out for you. How interesting in these cards. 3 planet cards. Well, it will be fascinating to see what these planets are and whether they have any reference point. For those of you that know your own birth chart, I wonder if they will have a reference point to you. I'm seeing that card there as well. Ooh, 4 coming from that pack. And let's look at your tarot cards. We have this definitely coming through. Those 2 as well. I'm seeing actually this one is really singing for me, and this one. Very interesting, my beautiful souls today. I feel like almost as I'm looking at the pack, it's almost as if it's not the ones that are obvious. It's like there are other cards here that are kind of almost like sneaking out and making themselves visible. So I'm wondering what that is about, because that's such an interesting energy to be feeling and experiencing in a reading right from the start. So we've got 3 planets. So we have the moon. Okay, beautiful. This is about nurture and your feelings. Then we have Mars. Now, Mars came out in pile 1. If you were drawn to pile 1, there may be a message there for you. Mars is about action and also confronting something. Maybe something is brought to light. You see, this card does speak of surrender. I wonder with the moon whether this is like diving into the depths of something, surrendering to this, letting go. You know, with Mars is about passion as well as action. And then we have Jupiter. Wow, positivity, expansion, good fortune, blessings. I think that maybe Uranus is bringing you some kind of a connection. It may be that I will just say pile one may have some messages for some of you. Look at this, we have the beloved. Oh wow. Oh, this is just so sweet and so lovely. We have the witness, we have the owl. Okay, now the owl also came out in pile one. It is interesting. And yet we also have stand still. And it's really what I'm feeling as well. Stand still, not as if something is stuck, but as if you are meant to stand still. Stand still, observe, notice. What else do we have? Your reading is very, very interesting. Now, this also came out in pile one. Right, I'm going to stop suggesting you check out pile one. Just do it if it feels right. Okay, we have the Five of Earth. We have the King of Air, and we have the card of knowledge. Okay. I'm going to place this here. I think we might draw another card, maybe from this pack as well. Then we have the Queen of Fire. We have the Ace of Earth. We have the Nine of Fire. Gosh. And then we have the Four of Earth. So you've got a lot of earthy energy coming in here. A lot of earthy energy. You also have fire and then the King of Air. Let's tune in with your reading, my beautiful souls. So we have Sacred Union. Being the witness to something. I think, my lovely pile two, that this is all about surrendering to something and being an observer. You know, we have the witness, we have standstill, we have the owl here. It's almost as if with the Mars energy, which is about action, a lot of movement, a lot of passion, the Queen of Fire. I mean, this is one very, very, very passionate, transformational energy. I feel there is something you need to observe and sort of allow it. It's like allowing something to be seen with the owl. It's almost a time when the action is almost, you know, sometimes an action doesn't have to be busy. You know, sometimes taking action is about being, like taking time to notice. That is taking action. It's like choosing to be still and to observe. That is an action. You know, the action doesn't always have to be doing. Sometimes it's allowing. Yeah, that's what I feel. There's something that you are needing to allow. Now, I don't know whether, because there's something you need to see here as well. Maybe it is that with Uranus coming into Gemini, it may actually be that some of you are being gifted with a significantly heightened level of awareness, of being able to see who people really are. Like, given the knowledge of this, we have the King of Air and the card of knowledge. You know, the King of Air is, he has mental capacity, he has thought. I also feel that you can use what you are shown in a really constructive way. This is a very, very interesting reading. You can, it's almost like you are granted the gift of seeing people for who they really are, which is quite a powerful thing, but also to see, to sort of, it's like surrender to the act of noticing, of observing, and then navigating your life. in this way. Now we have Jupiter, good fortune, positivity. We've got Queen of Fire, the Ace of Earth. I almost feel you're to be gifted this capacity to see, and then you can build something with this as well. Now, sacred union. For some of you, this could be someone. It could be love. For others, it could be the union. It will be something that you love. But I feel there is something that can be built here with the Four of Earth here. I'm going to draw more cards for you. I'm first of all going to draw another one from this pack. May we kindly ask for further guidance and information, please, for my pile twos. May we kindly ask. I think it is this one. Arrow. Okay, yeah, this is so that you can, well, do you know what's coming through with this card is not so you can fire an arrow. It's almost as if like I'm kind of hearing like follow an arrow, follow a direction. Right. This is such a powerful reading, my beautiful souls. I think that the way is being cleared for you. This is about surrender, which I've already said, probably repeating myself. My apologies for that, beautiful souls. But it's not just surrender. You are actually being guided. This is what this reading is about. Literally, the arrow is being fired for you. And you are being shown. So when I was speaking about feeling like you'd be gifted with an ability to see people for who they are, actually it's way more than that. This is about being gifted with the ability to see. You're going to be shown really, really clear signs, signals, synchronicities, openings, whether this comes in your dreams. You are being gifted specific pieces of knowledge in order to move forwards to something that's very, very gorgeous and lovely, positive, Jupiter is good fortune, it's success, it's loveliness, it's everything that's lovely. I'm also seeing here, very interesting, we have this beautiful nine of fire here. Now the nine of fire, I wonder if did I say it was the four of fire earlier? Anyway, this is the nine of fire. And he's holding the white rose. Now this is really, really interesting because this is a very strong, connection. I will share this with you, beautiful souls, because it was a very profound thing that happened to me just not so very long before I received a call to let me know that my mum was unwell, or that she has been unwell for some time, but that things had changed. I went out into my garden and I looked up, and because I heard the call of a buzz, it was actually a buzzard. We don't have, well, we do actually have some eagles here in the UK, but it was a buzzard calling. And right above me, very low, was this buzzard. It was coming in from what would be the east direction if you were looking at a compass as to the way that my garden is, my house. And it came in and it did a very small, it circled around me just right above my head. Very small circles, so right above the garden, and then it flew on to the west. This eagle was pure white. This buzzard, rather, was pure white. Absolutely pure white. I have never, ever, ever seen a pure white buzzard, ever, in all the years of my life. And I immediately thought of White Eagle, the guide White Eagle. White Eagle offers people, I've often seen that in my readings when he comes through. Sometimes he offers a white rose. We have this beautiful white rose here. I knew, I knew that something was significantly changing with the movement of that buzzard from east to west, and had already been shown something else, funnily enough, that came through in one of the readings I'd done here. I actually thought, for you guys, something, I drew a card that was, and I realised that specific card was showing me something, it was a personal message as well as reading for you all. And so what this reading is actually saying to me, Uranus moving into Gemini is heralding an upgrade of your ability to see, your ability to become a seer, to be an observer, and for spirit to speak through you, for spirit to guide you. How wherever you sit, whether this is source, whether this is spirit, whether it is God, your own guides, your angels, wherever you sit with your own language, you are being guided. So you will see beyond things. You'll see beyond the obvious. You will have, look at this, we have white eagles. Gosh, well, here I am sitting, and look at this with the white rose in this card just sitting below. I've only just noticed this. Isn't this extraordinary? Just amazing. You are being given sight. Look at this card, the Queen of Fire. In my tarot course, in the very, very first module of the tarot course, where I connect you all with your, those that join my course, I connect you with your guides. And with a talisman for you as a reader. This is a card that came out, and look at the cat's eyes. She has the same eyes as the cat's eyes. Cat's eyes, is the name of those little things that they put into the road to help to guide you, so that even if it's really, really misty, your headlights can pick up the cat's eyes, so you can still follow the road, you can still follow the pathway. This is what your reading is saying to you. This is so powerful. I'm absolutely blown away, pile 2. You are literally being gifted with heightened sight. Just be sure at regular intervals in your day, if at all possible, just bring yourself into stillness. Drop yourself into a place of stillness. Be open and available to receive the messages that you are shown. If you have any doubt, if there's any chaos or craziness going on in your world, bring yourself into stillness and ask. You will literally be shown. You'll be gifted with whatever you need to see. That is what your reading is saying. This is so powerful. You are to be upgraded in this way. Source, spirit, your angels, your guides, you are guiding you. You are in a sacred union, literally, with source, with spirit. You are in a sacred union. You will be guided every step of the way. Whatever knowledge you need will come to you. Whatever clarity of mind, of direction will come to you. Whatever you need to see will be shown to you. Because you are moving forwards, I think, as well, for many of you. If this is connecting to some element of, whatever your pathway is from here on, Uranus moving into Gemini is heralding at this time where you are absolutely in alignment and in a sacred union with the ability to receive information. And I think some of you are building something significant. You have a role to play. Whether this is to find true love with sacred union, and you will be guided to that true love in partnership, whether you are, with your beloved, whether this is to build something together with someone, whether it's finding the right people, the right tribe, the right career pathway, the right anything and everything. You are being absolutely guided, and this is what your reading is saying. I'm really blown away. Really, really blown away. I feel very, very humbled and honoured to be reading for you. This is about the upgrade of humanity to orientate with such a different consciousness. And you have a part to play, whatever that may be. It will be unique to you. And I'm not going to dive into that right now because your reading is so clear. Uranus moving into Gemini, this energy shift is heralding that your pathway is now absolutely guided and will unfold. Just be still and trust, surrender. Surrender in trust. I'm just going to read to you the poem from here. I don't think I have read that to you yet. So I'm so in your reading, I can't remember what I've done and what I haven't done. But here we go, let me read it. It's quite short for this card, but it's beautiful. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. Isn't that beautiful? I'll read it again. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. If this is about you being divinely guided to meet someone, I would almost certainly say you have walked with them before in a past life, I would imagine, possibly more than one. This is an absolute divine union, but the union is way bigger than that. And this is the time for you to be guided and to move into something. And my goodness me, what a blessing of white eagle coming through here. Isn't that so beautiful? And the white rose, you are to be absolutely, I mean, this is just such a gift and a blessing, because this will affect every single area of your life. Whatever you are moving towards or through or navigating, this is across the board. This is your connection. When we start to live in this way, I believe, and that's certainly my own experience, I'm not saying I don't drop out of that sometimes, because we all do, but when you reach that space where you can be in this kind of zone, the guidance is so extraordinary, and just, it really is magical beyond belief. Pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. If this is resonating with you, do please give me the thumbs up. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, and as I said earlier, I will be, at the beginning of these readings, I will be doing some really special readings later in this week. I plan to, and I'm going to be using my mum's cards that I have inherited, so do watch out. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, hopefully they'll come into your stream. If you're interested in learning to read in a very guided way, which this is very much how I read and how I teach readings as well, fascinating that this came through and was connecting to those cat's eyes. Do check out my tarot course. It is available at a quite a significant discount at the moment, so do check that out. And my beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love to you. Pile 3, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. You have Beyond Death, Life. This is the first card in this pack, card number 1. Very beautiful energy. There is definitely an energy of an ending and a new beginning around you. I mean, that is absolutely part of what we see here. I'm seeing this one actually for you. Let's draw your cards and find out more. What is Uranus bringing in? Now, because Uranus can be a bit sudden, it's a possibility that something has suddenly ended in your world. That may be where you're sitting right now, or you're right in the midst of some kind of transition that feels like there's upheaval going on, because Uranus can bring a lot of upheaval-y sort of energy. But there is definitely a new beginning being brought to you from this. That's absolutely what's happening. I'm seeing this one as well, and this one too. Okay. Let's draw some tarot cards as well for you, my beautiful souls. I'm seeing this one, this and this and this, and this and this and this. I'm also seeing that one there, and that one. Okay. Let's see what we have here. You have the moon. This came out in pile 2. So if you were drawn to pile 2, do check it out. There may well be a reading there for you. I'm a bit blown away by these readings. They are amazing. We have the moon. We have the 4th house, home, family. Okay. We have also Mars. Mars has come out in every single one of these readings. Isn't that interesting? So Mars, very much about passion, the drive to move forwards, to take action. So how fascinating. Well, if Mars is a card that you are really resonating with, It may be that there is a message for you in every one of these readings, but let's find out what else we have. We have the Holy Mountain. Beautiful energy. We have the Ancient Ones, and look at this, card number 1. And then we have the Owl that has also come out. I'm so blown away by these readings. The Owl also has come out in every one of these readings. Wow. And so has this card too. Oh my goodness me. Completely different messages, but nevertheless, what an extraordinary energy. So you have the 5 of Earth. You have the card of Abundance. Fantastic. You have the 10 of Fire. Beautiful energy. Oh my goodness me. Wowza, wowza, wow. You have the 6 of Water. You have the 10 of Water. You have emotional intellect, emotion and intellect. So this is the 11 of Water. So this is kind of like, a bit like the Page kind of energy. And then you have the Queen. Gosh, there's lots of emotion here, my beautiful souls. Lots of water energy, lots of moon energy, lots of emotional energy. I think this is almost certainly connected to some element of your home life, my beautiful souls. Some element of your world that is, and I said right at the start, you know, with this card, the Uranus energy can really shake things up. Things can come along that do literally shake us up, that make us have to create change. Sometimes it's like the energy of the Great Awakener. It's a bit like the rune of Hagalaz, when I'm using the runes. Hagalaz, sometimes it's kind of like something comes and it arrives like a bolt out of the blue, or something radically changes, or something unexpected happens. With Uranus, Hagalaz, expect the unexpected. It also sometimes has an energy where we kind of like come to our senses. We kind of, or maybe something that you've been living with, or I would almost venture to say putting up with. You kind of reach a point where you think, do you know what? I really can't do this anymore. You know, it could be a situation where if you were perhaps living with something where it's just, even something where it's just rubbing along nicely, but it's a bit stale, it's a bit boring. It's kind of like, do you know, I can't do this anymore. You know, I need more, I need excitement, I need to change something, I have to do something. And this is a very empowering reading. I think you do wake up to something here. Now, either the universe has delivered you something already that has shaken your world up and made you see something differently, and you're thinking, I really can't live with this, or you've really kind of like thought, do you know what, I this isn't working for me anymore, I can't do this. Whatever has arrived, it has come as a gift, and the gift was to show you that there is more. You're going to realign. Look at the chakra points here. You're going to realign, you're going to be empowered. You're going to be balanced with emotion, intellect. It's very interesting, emotion and intellect. It's a fabulous balance of pure empowerment in terms of your own personal energy, because it's about the power of your mind combined with the power of your passion, of your emotions, of your desires. You know, whether you're standing up to defy something because it's just not right and you're not going to put up with it anymore, or you are leaping into something that is, it's like, wow, I really, 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 I want this, you know, I want this and I'm going to go for it. Or it could be both. Beyond death life is that turning point. Isn't it interesting as well, out of all of the flint hearts, that this is the one that came for pile 3, for this pile. The colours are so tuned in with this card, but it's the light, isn't it? I mean, look at the light. It's the light part of this energy. It's like you move to something, the holy mountain. It's like finding the Holy Grail or discovering something. And if you have discovered something that wasn't okay, the entire purpose of it is to ensure that you move forwards and that you move beyond it and that you don't embark upon something. If something is not right, it's because this is a really big message for you. Really, really, really big message. This is really fascinating. Really, really fascinating. Something is being realigned for you. Now, the card of abundance, sitting above emotion and intellect. We've got, I think this is really, really, really clear here with abundance. You're being moved to have something. I would also say this is very much, there is like it's like the Holy Grail, the new pathway, the absolute new. But you've definitely been shown something in order to help you to move to the new, or something very immediate has happened. But this happening, the ending is a gift. The ending of something is an absolute blessing, and it is arriving in order to create the new beginning. And my goodness me, there's so much emotion here. So whatever you're ending, whatever is passing, allow it to pass with grace and love, with love, with pure love. Let me read to you from the book here. There we go, it's right at the start. Yes, beyond death, life. The footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. This is all about new beginnings. I'll read that again because I just love Rumi. It's so beautiful. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. It may also be that some of you are needing to actually physically let go of something. Or you could be letting go of a perception, something you hold in your mind, or physically letting go of something. But I mean, there's nothing here directly to connect to things like addictions, but if you're stuck on something, or you have been struggling with any kind of, sort of substance, like any kind of basically substance abuse or lack of boundaries, anything that basically isn't healthy, anything that keeps you out of balance. If you've had any kind of secrets that you feel you've, which this card could indicate as well, maybe if there are sort of secrets, something you've never really fully owned, or you've never been able to really say, you've never been able to reveal your cards, or to say what you really think, or the way that you really feel. Gosh, if there's anyone that has never voiced how you feel to someone, maybe you can, maybe you do. But this is absolutely, it's very empowering, and it's interesting that the Mars card, I think, in your reading pile 3 is very much about taking action, following through, stepping forwards, being empowered to have your voice, to have your say. I might draw some more cards for you, I think. Okay, let's see what other cards we are shown. May I kindly ask for more guidance? I mean, what you're reading ultimately is saying is that Uranus is bringing a really, really, really massive change. And I suspect that something that you thought was sort of permanent or stable, or it could even be a bit like my mum passing. That's a whole new era for our family. But whatever actually is coming, it is a blessing. Now let's see what else we're shown here. Okay, this is very interesting because you have the Two of Cups, which is beautiful. We have the Malacca of Cups. This is the Queen of Cups. God, so much water. This is the same as well. The Malacca of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Water. They're both the Queen of Cups. She is so emotionally strong. She's emotionally resilient. You have the Sun of Cups. How interesting. This is the Knight of this is the Knight of Cups in a traditional pack. Look at this, it's all water, it's all emotion, it's all, I would say, potentially relationship. We then have the Two of Swords, and then the Six of Coins. Okay. Yeah, this is a gift. This is an absolute gift. The Six of Water and the Six of Pentacles. And look, what do we see at the Two of Swords? A crossroads, or a new direction. Beautiful souls. What I also want to say from these cards is, firstly, whatever is departing in your life, or whatever has been shaken up, whatever has, if there's any discomfort around it, I'm really, really sorry, but whatever is happening, it's happening because something is needing to change. You're meant to take a different pathway. A new pathway is opening for you, and so whatever has ended, is leaving, that's it. It's meant to. The reason it's departing is because you are meant, it's like there is a different future awaiting you. The Two of Cups here, especially with this beautiful couple, this is about your future. You are meant, that there is a different future ahead of you. The bridge literally is being opened for you. Yeah, you'll also, I think you might find that you are given some resources with the Six of Coins. Well, this is certainly a reassurance, I think. If, for example, you are suddenly having to move and you're worried about finding somewhere that you can afford, for example, let's say suddenly you were, because this does seem to connect for some of you to home and family. Let's say you were needing to up sticks and move. You thought that you were going to stay in a particular location and you think it's just going to be great. And then suddenly, for some reason, it's not great. And you've got to move and you've been given notice just when you least expected it. And you're worried, how will I find the money to do this? The resources you need will come to you. Do not worry about how the path is to be unfolding. With the Two of Swords, and we see her blindfolded. Look, the gateway is being opened. The bridge is being formed for you. The way is being shown. You don't need to worry how you're going to get to whatever the new pathway is. It will open and unfold for you. You do need to take action because things are ending, exiting, concluding. So you'll need to, but please do so with both grace and also with optimism and courage, because the way is being cleared for the new. This is so, so clear. And don't worry about how you are going to get there. Just trust. I know that can be difficult, especially when things are feeling really wobbly, but just trust. The right doorways will open for you. Look at the abundance here in this card with the Queen of Cups here. Look at these beautiful peacocks with their peacock feathers. The display of them is absolutely magnificent. My beautiful souls, honestly, the bridge will be opened for you every time. You really do not need to worry at all. That is what we're being shown here. So in part, I think some of the messages coming through for you today in this reading are to assure you that whatever upheaval, whatever's going on, it was really essential in order for the new to arrive, and every resource you need will be gifted to you along the way. You'll be shown, you'll be guided. You don't have to see the next step. You know how when we start something new, or indeed something ends, we try to anticipate sometimes, or sometimes we go through what I call the what if thinking. If I stick my therapy hat on for a moment, the what if this goes wrong, what if that happens, what if this, and we try to work out every eventuality and cover every base. You don't need to. You don't need to cover any bases at all. It's all covered for you. Just open your heart to receive, just trust. Literally, look at the way she sits here in front of this beautiful fountain. Her arms are outstretched like this to receive. Open yourself to receive. Everything you need is going to be gifted to you. Look at this hand offering you. Literally, go with the flow. Go with the flow and trust. This is about empowerment, but it's really interesting because it's empowerment in union with Source and with Spirit, because actually you'll be guided at every step of the way, my beautiful, beautiful pile threes. Whatever, as I said, whatever is changing, it's changing because it needs to. Let's draw just a couple more cards just to get a sneaky peek. I suspect we may not be shown it because you're somehow here and maybe not meant to see where you're going. This is about trusting, but let's just ask if we can have just a sneaky peek into maybe just the kind of energy that you're walking into. Look at that, Two of Staffs, how beautiful. This is just saying look ahead. I mean, that's what this card is about. It's about looking ahead. Just look ahead. Look at that, would you? The Nine of Coins. Abundance coming through again. What a reinforcement. You're being guided. You're being guided to receive. I don't think this is only about trust that you'll be given the resources you need at every step of the way. I think even more than this, I think you are being guided to abundance. You know, you can climb the biggest mountain ever. You are being guided, literally. You know, sometimes this mountain speaks about almost like going on a pilgrimage. And like a pilgrimage is when you trust, don't you? You trust that the next step is being shown to you. You trust that the next doorway will open. You sit in trust and open your arms to receive. I think for many, whatever abundance would mean for you, maybe it's the whole package. Maybe this is all about a whole new life of happiness. And look at that. Beautiful. The Daughter of Coins, this is the Page of Pentacles in a traditional pack. Look, this is a card of promise. And look at the way she's nurturing this beautiful garden. You will be nurtured. You are being, your pathway is being nurtured. You may not feel like you're being nurtured if there's a lot of upheaval around you, but actually you are being nurtured. Your pathway is being nurtured. You are being nurtured, ushered along, and what you are meant, the pathway will be shown to you, and it will just unfold kind of organically, little by little. If you're seeking love, then you're being guided to that love, you know, and that love will grow organically, you know, little by little. It will grow. It's going to grow into something beautiful. This is a whole new chapter of life for you. It's a whole new phase. In many ways, it could be a whole new book for some of you, my beautiful souls. But whatever and however this is for you in the personalness of your world, this is what Uranus moving into Gemini is bringing. You know, this is the awakening energy. This is the change, the transformation. Wow, 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 and more wow. Pile 3, I am actually loving your energy. I'm sorry if there's chaos and it's felt difficult, but you are absolutely, absolutely being supported through this. I mean, in no uncertain terms. My beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up. I mentioned right at the start of the readings, I will later this week, I'm going to be doing some really special readings. I'm going to be using my mum's tarot cards that I've inherited. Watch out for those. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of my readings, subscribe and press the little bell icon. They should come into your stream. I don't know what the readings are about yet. I will sort of meditate into that, as I always do, to see what I'm shown. And beautiful souls, thank you all of you who've been checking out my tarot course as well, if you're interested in learning to read in this sort of way. Anyway, tons of love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing and just letting people know about the channel. And my beautiful souls, just go with this. Take action every step of the way. You're being so nurtured and supported. This is really, really beautiful. It's about your long-term future. It's absolutely gorgeous.